Alright, so first thing we're going to look at are the SI base units. So these are units that are fundamental to every unit you come across in physics. So any unit will always be made up of these SI base units. There's 7 of them, but in A levels you only need to know 6 of them. So the first one is for mass, the SI base unit is kilograms. For length, the SI base unit is meters. For time, it's seconds. Current, so electrical current, will be amps, amperes. And temperature will be Kelvin, so not degrees C. Loads of people think it's degrees C, but Kelvin is the SI base unit for temperature. Amount of substance, the base unit is moles, or MOL for short. Every unit in physics is a combination of these 6. So an example, for speed, you use the equation speed equals distance over time, or length over time, and that will give you meters over seconds, which is known as meters per second. Another example would be for energy or work done. So we know that energy or work done is force times distance. We know what force is. Force is measured in newtons, but newtons isn't an SI base unit. So we need to think about an equation for force. So an equation for force would be mass times acceleration. So let's put this down. So energy is equal to force times distance. Force we know is mass times acceleration. So mass times acceleration times by distance is what we can do. Mass is measured in kilograms. Acceleration is measured in meters per second squared. And distance is measured in meters. So from this, if we simplify all of this, we combine the 2 meters, we get the SI base unit for energy, which is kilograms meters squared seconds to the minus 2. So that's just another example of something that's a combination of these SI base units. So another thing that's important is using prefixes. Okay, so these are all the prefixes that you need to know for units. So you can put them in front of units to add extra values to them. So for example, if you have a meter, if you put a K in front of the meter, you get kilometer, which has a value of 10 to the power of 3, or 1,000. Mega is 10 to the power of 6. Giga is 10 to the power of 9. Tera is 10 to the power of 12. So they go up in 3s. Then you have ones that make it smaller. So milli would be 10 to the minus 3. Micro would be 10 to the minus 6. Nano would be 10 to the minus 9. And pico would be 10 to the minus 12. So you need to memorize all of these values and abbreviations.
For more videos like this, summary videos, worked examples and exam tips, subscribe to my channel.